Hello. If you are someone who aspired to prepare for civil services or any competitive exam, this episode is tailor made for you. In this episode, we delve into the journey of Mr. Deepak Aanjana sir. Sir is recently qualified MPPSC examination. Sir is also NET qualified and has been working as an assistant professor of law for the past 2 years. To get insights from his 4-year long journey of MPPSC, watch this episode till the end. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi Rashmi, I'm good.
Many congratulations for clearing MPPSC.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sir, how does it feel after so much of hard work and moreover so much of weight?
Um, to be honest, I had mixed feeling with regard to it because what I aspired for, I didn't get it. But seeing my name in the list makes me feel better.
मतलब,
So initially, when I opened the website to see my result, and after scrolling for few pages, I didn't see my name in them. So I got disappointed and I kept my phone aside. And during those for 2 minutes, and then in those 2 minutes, a sea of emotions went through my head. I was very sad, but then I thought, ki, why not to check the full list again? So then again, I opened it and scrolled it, and luckily I got my name towards the end pages. So yes, it's a mixed bag of feelings.
okay, but sir, मतलब, clearing it in the first attempt itself is a big achievement, and you're not really happy with it.
No, it is a big achievement definitely because getting the name in the list itself is a dream of a lot of people. So I thank God for whatever I have got. And yes, I though somewhere down the line it still makes me feel a bit sad, but eventually I accepted it and I'm happy now because it gave me a confidence that yes, I can do it. I can
Yes,
improve my ranks.
right. Sir, being a DAVV student, I'm asking you a DAVV pattern question. Please answer it in that format only, मतलब detail में. So please
Yes.
describe your journey in detail.
Uh, so my journey is simple, like every aspirant has. Uh, if I talk about my dream of being a civil servant, initially I in my school days I didn't have any such dream, though I aspired to be a in government services because I came from a village background where being a government servant is a big deal, no matter if you are even a clerk or you are a IS officer. It doesn't matter. If you are in government service, then it is a big deal. Still in rural areas
Right.
and lot of and middle class, it is a the being in government service is looked by with very pride by the families, by relatives, and
Right.
by everyone. So yes, my grandfather was the initial inspiration to me, though he is not in civil service, but he used to ask me that beta agar कुछ करना है तो सरकारी नौकरी करना and all these things because we this things comes a lot of things comes with government job, respect, reputation, job security, which every family wants for their son. So yes,
Right.
that was the starting point. But and when I was in school reading social science, civics books, it intrigued me. It made me curious. So there was a bit of inclination towards this public administration thing. But after my 12th, I don't know why why I took law. I still exactly don't know the reason. Might be because I don't want to do CA, CS or MBA thing. I'm a commerce student, so I thought why not try something else? Because even whatever services I want to join, whether it is civil services or judiciary, I need to clear my graduation first, and then if I want to go in judiciary, then I thought that time that I'll do an LLB, 3-year LLB, and I'll go for judiciary. Otherwise, I'll prepare for civil services. Whatever I'll my mood says or my interest changes after graduation. So, but I enrolled in 5 year integrated law course, and I did my undergraduation from Nirma University.
Yes.
After that, after doing law, I don't know why I totally lost my interest for judiciary, and I became more close to this public administration after doing law. Though I enjoyed law, I'm happy that I chose law as my undergraduation subject. It totally changed me my perspective towards a lot of things, and it changed me as a human being. It completely changed me. I think if I would have done BCom or BBA, then I will not be a person which I am right now. So after my graduation, I came across during my graduation itself, I came across few friends who were preparing, who are UPSC aspirants since their first year of college. So I remain in their company for most of the time during my undergraduate days, and this in their company made me think that why not public administration instead of judiciary. So I had a habit of reading newspaper daily, so it made me more curious and more close towards public administration. So eventually, in my final years of graduation, I have decided that I'll go for civil services. Now, the important aspect was whether I should go for UPSC or state PSC. I had a doubt in my mind that time. And few of my friends and few people I know who are preparing for UPSC or any other civil services, they told me ki UPSC is bit hard. And of course, by that time I knew that yes, UPSC is a bit tough nut to crack. So why not go for state PSC? So because in UPSC that around 8 to 10 lakh people fill the form and only few hundreds get selected, and in state PSC that number is half. It is around 3 to 4 lakh people. So uh, I decided to go for state services, and then I started preparing in my last days of my undergraduation. But I was not serious at that time. My focus was that first just reading newspaper, daily newspaper was my target. Apart from that, I was not doing any much effort, many more effort to get into the this zone of civil service aspirant. Then after my graduation, now I want to interrupt in between and say that there is a thing in my mind since starting, since my graduation days, that I'll always have plan B. I'll always
Hmm.
have plan B, because uh, it is not sure. 99% is your hard work and 1% is luck in competitive
Right.
exams. And you never know because lakhs of students aspire for a few hundred seats. So seeing that, I decided to do my masters, and then I took admission in NLIU. I had given CLAT for that and got admission in NLIU Bhopal. Then I completed my masters, and during that time only I had given UGC NET. And after clearing UGC NET, then I started preparing for civil services exam because I was sure at that time that now if things don't didn't go yeah doesn't go my way, then I'll have a option, because
Right.
I've decided since my college days that either I'll be a government servant or I'll be a teacher, because uh, I somehow I don't know why I got inclination towards teaching during my college days itself. So yes, this that was my plan B. So before starting the preparation for civil services, I done my masters and cleared UGC NET. Then in 2000, towards the end of 2018, I started preparing for civil services exams. Uh, but somehow I think there were a lot of controversies with this 2019 MPPSC exam. There were issues with regarding reservation. There were some issues regarding applying of proper rules. So it went into legal controversies. and the pre-exam, which was supposed to happen in February or March month of 2019, it have finally got conducted in January 2020. So those initial days were very I was very nervous and bit stressed also, because uh, I didn't want that this process to get too long, because if you are in the process, if things happen smoothly, you appeared in pre, got clear, get your pre cleared, then you appeared in mains, and if you don't get your name in the list of interview, then you again start preparing, and the cycle goes on. It's like this: pre mains interview, until you got your name in the final selection list. But if the process is on a regular basis, like UPSC does, then you are always busy with with the process of preparing for pre-mains and interview, pre-mains interview. But it got stuck due to some legal cases, and you don't know when the exam will happen, when the next pre or when the mains will happen, what will be the result, will the result got challenged in the court of law. So it makes you a bit nervous, bit stressed, and those days, because I gave my pre in 2020, January 2020, then I gave my mains in April 2021, March 2021, yes, and then I gave my interview in September 2023. So it is very, I can't express how I felt during those years. The perseverance and patience both being tested, your uh, calmness being tested. Every now and then people have started asking, because everyone is not aware regarding the process, that it is being mired into controversies, there are cases going on. So relatives, friends, family, everyone asks that what will happen, why you're still into it, do something else, get a job, leave it if it's not happening your way, all those things. So those days were very difficult to to keep yourself calm and focused. But somehow I'm thankful to my family, my parents, who always supported me. And yes, I after my mains, I've decided to that, because there were a lot of issues with regard to results. There were a lot of delays in announcement of results. So I decided to join teaching, which was my plan B, because rather than waiting and sitting idly at home and doing nothing, I thought, why not try this or go with plan B till the time everything gets settled down with regard to this results and everything and court cases. So then I joined Indore Institute of Law in May 2022, and since then my life completely changed, because in that was my first job. And yes, uh, teaching gave me a different perspective. I'm enjoying teaching. I don't think how I will be things for me once I left this once I leave this profession, because since 1.5 year, I'm very happy with how am I doing. I'm happy with the responses of students. I'm happy with the environment of teaching. So
So
yes, now.
sorry to interrupt, but considering how great a teacher you are, I don't know. I mean, if this was your plan B, I don't know what better will you do in your plan A, and how better will you do in your plan A, because uh, all your students admire you, and I mean, I don't know if this was your plan B, then
No, matlab, I feel happy when I could get positive response from students, and it motivates me to work more hard. Uh, I was not any I didn't thought any time in my life that I'll get such good responses from my students, uh, which made now make me think twice that whether I should leave this profession, or whether I should continue with this. So yes, I'm in dilemma right now, to be honest, because
but your
I'm too
parents,
enjoying this phase. I'm enjoying this phase.
right? But your parents must be very happy with the result and finally that government job.
Yes, yes, they are happy. They are saying that you are तू पागल है and all this thing. Government job लग गई और क्या चाहिए? So I tell them कि नहीं, this is not what I aspire for. This is not I work hard for. But ठीक है, always things didn't go your way. You have to accept something and move on. But yes, I'll continue to work hard and I'll continue to work for what I aspired since my college years. So now let's see where the fate will take me.
राइट सो अ डिले ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट 2 years, मतलब अगर थिंग्स सारी प्लान के अकॉर्डिंग चलती तो यू मस्ट हैव क्लियर्ड इट इन 2020 एट मैक्स एंड नाउ
Yes, yes,
गेटिंग द
yes, towards the end of
रिजल्ट.
2020, because that during that time the COVID wave was also
राइट.
it interrupted a lot of things. COVID wave one and two, both waves were interrupted a lot of things which could have moved on smoothly, but because of courts, legal cases and COVID both, the things got delayed, and eventually it took 4.5 years to for the State Public Service Commission to uh, publish another result of PSC.
यूनिवर्सिटी 2 महीने लेट करती है रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर, तो पेरेंट्स एंड एवरीवन keeps on asking कि रिजल्ट कब आ रहा है. I cannot imagine how you handled this 3 years because people must be asking continuously कि क्या हुआ क्या
Yes,
हुआ
yes,
क्या हुआ.
that's what I said कि relatives पूछते रहते थे, friends पूछते रहते थे, and those who don't know about those who are not aware that कि क्या चल रहा है legal, इसमें इतने issues हो रहे हैं. So few people also started asking कि इतना पढ़ा है तो फिर घर पे क्यों बैठना and all these things, क्योंकि कोविड भी था तब 2020 में और 21 में, so I was at home. तो
हम्म.
वो मुझे और ज्यादा हॉन्ट करता था कि बिकॉज फ्यू ऑफ माई कजिन्स हु आर यंगर देन मी वर सेटल्ड, they were having good jobs. So वो चीज फिर पेरेंट्स को भी लगता था कि हमारा बच्चा कब सेटल होगा एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. सो ये मिडिल क्लास थिंग्स इट हैपेंस, एवरी पेरेंट्स के साथ ये चीज होती है. एवरीवन वांट्स, एवरी पेरेंट वांट देयर वार्ड और सन टू और डॉटर टू सेटल डाउन एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल, बट वो होता नहीं है. सो ये चीज, ये फेज ने मुझे सिखाया कि परसिवरेंस और पेशेंस लाइफ में बहुत जरूरी है. हमेशा
वेरी
चीजें
ट्रू.
आपके अकॉर्डिंग नहीं होगी, हमेशा आप जो चाहो वैसा नहीं होगा. तो कभी कभी पेशेंस के साथ, वो कहते हैं ना कि वो इंतजार का फल मीठा होता है. आई ट्रूली बिलीव इन दैट नाउ. कुछ थोड़ा कम मीठा था बट चलेगा.
हाँ, मतलब क्लियर हो गया बट द एक्साइटमेंट इज नॉट as
यस
much as it would
एग्जैक्टली.
have been.
यस यस.
Okay,
बट
sir. Yeah.
नहीं, यस कंटिन्यू.
But sir, हम civil services के लिए after we graduate we can appear for civil services, right? And normally BA BCom is of 3 years. You did not
यस.
have a plan of law पहले से ही. So why did you
Hmm.
go for a 5 year graduation program? मतलब
The same thing in my mind, this plan B wala thing, that I need something concrete, a professional degree as soon as possible. So, and then I'll start with the, I don't know, since starting, I have this thing in my mind, this notion that one should always have plan B, whatever they do. I might be
right.
wrong, because for some people it would be like this, that if you have plan B in everything, then you are not confident enough, you are not motivated enough. But this is the thing with me. I don't know. It's in my nature, I think.
Right. And sir, as you mentioned earlier, ki, you did not want to go for CA and CS, that's why you chose law. Same happened with me. I was a PCM student. I was very clear that I don't want to go for engineering. And I did
Hmm.
not know what to do. People suggested me ki, because I was a decent student in school. So people suggested ki civil services karo, ye karo, wo karo. I took a drop, and after 3 or 4 months, I got clear कि नहीं नहीं law करना है. Then I started preparing, and फिर वो COVID आ गया, everything got disrupted.
Hmm.
But यही जो ये लाइन है कि जो कुछ नहीं करते वो लॉ करते हैं, कहीं ये सही तो नहीं है. मतलब anyone who does not
Uh,
know what to do, they go for law.
Not now, not nowadays. In past decade, things have changed a lot. Beforehand, people used to do LLB because they have nothing, anything to do. But now, the craze for law has increased a lot. It offers a lot of avenues and professional. areas where people can make their career, be it law firms, be it bar, be it judiciary, a lot of things, be it any as a legal officer in a lot of whether it government department or ministries or even private firms. So in past 1.5 decade, things have changed a lot. The notion or the notion which people have with regard to LLB is not the same now. Uh, a lot of young students after that were pursuing law for a better career. So it is not the case now, I think. If you have asked me this thing 15 years, if you asked me the scenario of early 2000 or before that period, then yes, the things were not good as far as law profession is considered.
Right. So, so how were you during your college days? Were you a front bencher, topper kind of student, or an
No, no, I
average
was not
student?
the topper. No, no, I was an average student.
Hard to
I
believe.
I
Very
regularly
hard
used to
to
attend
believe.
classes. No, no, I was an average student. I never got failed. I never got any back or IF in my graduation days. But yes, I was an average student. Not a last bencher, not even a first bencher.
Okay. Sir, I ask you this question because we think that clearing MPPSC, clearing civil services or any competitive exams require you to be a topper or to study for very long hours. So is it only that, or anyone can, but पढ़ तो कोई भी लेता है, but are there any specific skill sets or personality traits that is required to clear these examinations?
First of all, to clear few myths, recently we have a new movie, 12th Fail. So
Right.
anyone can achieve great feats in competitive exam. So there is no nothing like that that you have to be topper in your school or in your graduation days. Now, if we talk about skills, the basic skill which an aspirant of any competitive exam, be it judiciary or a civil service, is perseverance. Hard work, definitely. Hard work, patience, perseverance are the most basic things which one should require. And if we talk about the preparation thing, before you start preparing for any competitive exam, the first thing is which every aspirant should know is that what things not to study or what material not to study from. Because in today in market for every kind of competitive exam, you will get a lot of materials, and student get confused. सेट में ये बुक से भी पढ़ लूंगा वो बुक से भी पढ़ लूंगा ये भी पढ़ लूंगा और वो इवेंचुअली फिर एंड अप बीइंग नथिंग ही और शी विल माइट फेस डिफिकल्टी इन सक्सीडिंग इन एग्जाम बिकॉज बहुत ही कॉन्क्रीट और कम मटेरियल से जो जितना अच्छा आप पढ़ सकते हैं उतने ज्यादा मटेरियल से नहीं पढ़ सकते तो 10 बुक की बजाय आप एक बुक को अगर 10 बार पढ़ेंगे वो ज्यादा बेटर चीज है चाहे वो जुडिशरी के लिए हो या पीएससी के लिए जो भी स्टैंडर्ड बुक है बस वो आपको एक बुक प्रेफर करना उसी को बार बार रिवाइज करना तो क्या नहीं पढ़ना है इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो रादर देन क्या पढ़ना है क्योंकि कंफ्यूज जाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स और बहुत सारी बुक से रेफर करने लग जाते हैं और वो फिर दे एंड अप टुवर्ड्स दे एंड अप एट टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ देयर प्रिपरेशन दे विल फील कि यार हमने कुछ गलत कर दिया शुरुआत ही हमने कहीं गलत कर दी सो हाँ ये चीज जरूरी है दैट वन मस्ट नो व्हाट नॉट टू स्टडी बिफोर स्टार्टिंग अ फुल फ्लेज प्रिपरेशन
राइट सर और आजकल तो मतलब यू गो फॉर डिफरेंट कोचिंग मटेरियल्स यू ट्राई टू गैदर एज मच एज यू कैन क्वेश्चन
एग्जैक्टली
पेपर्स
बट वो
नोट्स
civil servants wants you to be a jack of all but masters of none. So the basic thing is read basic books which give you a basic knowledge of a particular subject, be it history, be it science, be it geography, whatever. You are not there to master a particular subject. No, even UPSC, MPPSC, or any state PSC doesn't want you to be a master of all the subjects, all the GS papers. No, you must know basics of all. This is the month.
okay. Sir, a lot of students plan to appear in both the examinations, UPSC or state PSC, whatever they choose, and then also judiciary. although the syllabus is very different, but I don't know why is this wave going on. So what's your thought on this?
I don't recommend such tactics by student. Oh, it is a saying na in Hindi na that दो नाव में पाँव नहीं रखना चाहिए. So I believe in that कि नहीं ये difficult task है. हाँ, you can go for UPSC and state PSC. It can be a doable thing if you are very punctual and hardworking and lucky. But judiciary and civil service both are totally different things. I don't know how people even think of it कि मैं judiciary की भी साथ में और civil service की तैयारी साथ में कर लूं. Impossible. Even I would suggest कि अगर आप UPSC के कर रही हैं तो then you should stick to UPSC. If you are going for state PSC, then you should stick for state PSC. You
Okay, so
should
this is not.
must focus one thing at a time. The other day I was reading a book, Ikigai. You must have heard of it.
Yes.
And I found a very interesting statement in that book that in present era we are living in the era of pandemic of multitasking, pandemic of multitasking, and in doing those multitasking we end up at achieving nothing concrete. So
Right,
one should
sir.
focus at one thing at a time.
I've read that book and I can connect what you're saying.
Yes,
Doing a lot of things and nothing is effective.
correct. So there's a thing ना that अर्जुन की तरह वो मछली की आंख पे आपकी नजर होनी चाहिए, महाभारत वाली जो स्टोरी है. तो सक्सेस के चांसेस उसी में ज्यादा रहते हैं. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि कुछ करने वाले कर लेते होंगे, अचीव कर लेते होंगे, बट फॉर ऑर्डिनरी पीपल लाइक मी इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. बहुत टफ टास्क है. सो फोकस एक पे करना चाहिए जो भी आपका टारगेट है, वेदर इट इज जुडिशरी, वेदर यू वांट टू गो फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज और एनी अदर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, एसएससी, सीजीएल, व्हाटएवर इट इज. फोकस फॉर वन पर्टिकुलर एरिया.
Okay, sir. Uh, I guess you have covered your journey in a very detailed manner, but some hardships that must be there that you must have faced during your preparation days.
Yes. First of all, the writing practices for mains, you have to do writing practices. So initially, when I started appearing for mains test series in one of the coaching, I couldn't finish my papers for a few months. Every time I go, every Sunday I used to go and write papers, but I could never finish them on time, which is the basic thing if you want to have your name in the interview list. So it really made me sad, and I was, it demoralized me, it demotivated me. Ki what was somewhere something I'm doing very wrong. So those were very. I had to go through sleepless nights during those few months, but eventually I met with my mentor. I had a discussion with my friends who were preparing along with me, and I derived some tactics, some tricks, and after 6 months of hard work, I was able to finish my paper on time. So yes, the in MPPSC, I don't know about other competitive exams. If you are not able to finish your paper no, within the allotted time, then there are very less chance of your clearing mains for you. So yes, those few months, almost 6 months, were a nightmare for me because after knowing a lot of things, after knowing the answers, I could not able to write them. So that was an issue with my speed. And of course my writing also eventually, but I tried to improve it because it should be readable, though you are not sitting in a calligraphy competition, but it should be a readable handwriting. So I struggled a lot with my mains preparation.
Okay. And sir, most of your preparation time went into COVID, I guess, 2021.
Yes,
But still,
yes.
uh, did you go into that complete socially off zone or were you pretty much
No, 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 no,
normal?
no, never. In fact, my average time for study per day was around 6 to 8 hours, not more than that. I couldn't sit for long hours. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay. Um, मतलब few things which were not very conventional. I mean, जो एक norm चल रहा है उससे थोड़ा हटके है आपका. Like having a plan B is a very I don't know, but people don't appreciate it very much,
Yes, yes, I know.
although it is very much practical to have a plan B, at least for the security and mental peace, I guess.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said you told you before, and that I don't think it's in my nature to have plan B if I am planning something big, and I'll always try to go or I'll always try to have plan B for any eventuality.
Right. So,
So this is the thing
so
with me.
recently, and a series called Aspirants was released. Then you also mentioned about 12th fail. So I hope you have seen 12th fail, I guess.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Have
I've
you
seen it
seen
a few days back.
Aspirants?
Yes, as far as I remember, yes, I've seen it. I've seen it.
So, sir, the journey they've shown in that series and in that movie, how close is that to your journey? ऐसे ही होता है?
Uh, no, no. I don't think I was anywhere close to the 12th fail journey. No, because the hardships which the Mr. Manoj sir has gone through in his real life, they are unimaginable, and they are very inspiring, very inspiring. I don't think I was even I was very far from the reality actually. What
No,
happened with
no.
Mr. Manoj?
Uh, Everyone faces their own challenges. I'm not asking about the challenges of his own personal life, but वो जो interview का atmosphere होता है, जो
हाँ.
nervousness होती है.
Yes, yes. Every aspirant goes through it. Definitely, everyone has to, in fact, has to go through it. Uh, on my interview day, I still remember I was shivering while entering the campus of the PSC office. So yes, everyone has to go through this phase of nervousness, the phase of एक अजीब सा डर रहता है सब कुछ आपको पता नहीं कि इंटरव्यू में क्या पूछ लेते हैं कभी even the phase of writing mains exam for a week continuous on a continuous basis. So you people few people crib कि हमारे रेगुलर एग्जाम्स होते हैं आई डोंट थिंक डीयू में शायद डेली एग्जाम्स होते हैं डीयू में नहीं होते
One day gap तो होता ही है.
हाँ बट इन मोस्ट ऑफ द प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज द जो एंड टर्म एग्जाम्स होते हैं वो डेली होते हैं रोज एक सब्जेक्ट का होता है सो उसमें भी स्टूडेंट्स परेशान हो जाते हैं देन हाउ विल मैनेज एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स बट कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में आपको डेली पेपर लिखना है मतलब लिखना है सो वो फेज भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है क्योंकि कंटिन्यूस 5 से 6 दिन तक आपको पता है कि अगले दिन जाके पेपर आपको लिखना है तो नींद भी प्रॉपर नहीं आती है एक डर भी रहता है माइंड में सो वो फेज भी बहुत मेंस का जो फेज रहता है मेरा जो पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस रहा है मेंस का फेज मेरे लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट था शायद मैं कहीं ना कहीं डरा हुआ भी था मेंस को लेके क्योंकि मेरा जो इनिशियल एक्सपीरियंसेस रहा है पेपर कंप्लीट नहीं होना है हैंड राइटिंग एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स तो आई थिंक उसकी वजह से मेरा कहीं ना कहीं परफॉर्मेंस मेंस में जो है उतना अच्छा नहीं रहा जितना हो सकता था एक वो जो साइको वो जो साइके में मेरे फियर जो इनग्रेन कर गया था आई थिंक वो कहीं ना कहीं इशू रहा तो ये चीजें ओवरकम इवेंचुअली विद टाइम होती क्योंकि शायद फर्स्ट टाइम था मेरा तो माइट भी उसकी वजह से वो प्रॉब्लम्स रही हो सो यस एवरी फेज में हर एक फेज की अपनी एक अलग अलग स्टोरी अपनी अलग डिफिकल्ट फेजेस रहते हैं हर एक फेज के विच एवरी एस्पिरेंट हैज टू गो थ्रू
Right. Uh, that's it. Thank you so much for sharing your story, sir. And we got to know a lot more about you than we knew already. So it was great talking to you. I hope you also enjoyed.
Yeah, definitely, Rashmi. I enjoyed it too, and thank you for having me on this your podcast. And I'll wish you all the very best for this new venture of yours.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.